Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in City Skylines. Guys, last episode we did some sweet expansions and we added in our very own cargo airport, which is now exporting all the goods on the other side of the island near our farm. We also did some pretty sweet farm expansions, which I want to try and continue today. And also, I want to try and do some expansions for residential. I want to do some expansions for our university. And I'm going to do some expansions for our nature reserve. So it's basically a bunch of amazing and a lot of expansions we're going to be doing today. I can't even get my words out. I can't even English right now, Seniac. But guys, if you enjoy FoolTopia and want to see more, then make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're anywhere near too, guys, please make sure you subscribe. So, we are back in the beautiful world of FoolTopia, and I've added a few little extra farms here and there, but the main thing I need to do expansions on is, if you take a look at our kind of production levels, I'm pretty much making 507 tons of crops. Now, we can use that to be outputted into flour or animal products, and look at the variations. I'm doing 103 tons of animal products versus 18 tons of flour. I need to up our game over here right now. There is so much being wasted and we can really maximize on what's going on. So we have a couple of flour mills, we have some slaughterhouses. We don't have enough raw resources just yet. I thought of ways in which I can sort this out. I'm going to get rid of these small little grain silos and replace them with actual large warehouses if I have them available at the moment. That'll be a way to kind of make sure all the resources are close nearby and can get them into those production buildings. So let's first take a look then at the farming, and we pretty much have every building unlocked at the moment. So we want to go for the biggest producer of flour, which I think it is only the flour mill, isn't it? Yeah. These all produce kind of animal products, and then we have the flour mill, so we kind of need a couple of these. So I place as many down as I can. And by as many, it's pretty much going to be 4 in that just little area there. That'll bulk it all up. But I need these warehouses. So the warehouse is going to store the goods, and I can actually get the large one. I don't know if the large one's way too big. How many units does that hold? It does have a huge capacity. My main issue is the earth is not level around these areas, as you can see. So it'd be nice to kind of get it semi-level. Let me kind of up the brush size. I mean, I know I'm not going to get it perfect. I mean, we'll create these huge rampant. Do you know what I could do? Is just pause it a second. Let's just delete this. I'm going to delete this corner. Smoothing it out. We'll flatten it to this level. Let's do a bigger brush size. Up to there. Because I do want to get like a large warehouse. We'll create like almost like a buffer as that road goes around the edge. I'll smooth it out a bit as well, so it's not so ridiculous. There we go. So it becomes a nice little... as you're driving down that, you have the hill on the side. So if you're driving down, you can't really see the farm on the left, so it doesn't ruin your view and all the factories, so you get a nice little drive. It still feels like you're kind of in the countryside. And then let's get now then, where is the industrial road? This... can continue up to there, and then I've already forgot. Was it this? This is the road that kind of went straight across, isn't it? Yeah, and it kind of dips down at the very end. That's all good. Let's get back into play then. So let's get those large warehouses. So, oh, that's a point now. I could do back to back, couldn't I? Right. Okay. Let me. I'm gonna guess there. I've just literally guessed that's where it's gonna be, and that fits in wonderful. Oh, that was a pure guess right there. So if I do that, I can get one either side. And these like ridiculously huge warehouses. Right, there we go. Beautiful. We'll just sort that little lip out in just a second. So in here we can store, we'll have it balanced. We can store animal products and flour before it then gets shipped off into sale. So animal products in that one. We'll do flour in that one. So all the goods get thrown over there, so they're being constantly pumped out and stored. Let's just sort this out here. So let's use the leveling tool just for a second. Kind of bring that out. I mean, I could technically keep it like that. Would I want it to come down to any of these roads? If I did that one there, is it beneficial to do that in any way? And then that will eventually connect to up here. We'll see how it goes. But ultimately, right, we're storing the goods. So everything that these buildings produce will get thrown into these warehouses, and then off they go into their various spots. So I'm also going to get, like, how big's the medium ones now? So the medium ones are pretty cool as well. We can squeeze them in little places. One will fit in there perfect. And what I'll do with this one is, I keep clicking the wrong one. We're going to store in here, we could do farming products. So this is zoned industry, which is actually quite a far way away. So I don't know whether we actually want to use those, to be honest. Maybe not. We'll do unique factory goods, because we do have over here our bakery, and that's where the pastries will get stored before they get shipped off. Right, at this moment then, we've upped our production to 48 tons in flour. So we'll keep that going. We'll actually place a few more buildings down here and there, and then we'll go focus on somewhere else. So farming then, we'll get a few little more flour mills in. It's just all about where we can squeeze them in. So I do one there, one there. I've got to dot them round in nice little hot spot. Oh, they fit in like a perfect in a row here. So I really do want to up my flour production levels. There we go. It's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be so, the production around here is gonna be ridiculous, and hopefully we can use this to create a huge powerhouse when it comes to agriculture produce. Now this is just literally storing crops. We do kind of still need those, but I'm thinking they are the smaller versions. So why don't I literally pump out every single one and empty it, just so I can still keep the crops. Like, you know, me deleting it, then it just deletes the crops that were stored in there. So if I just completely empty all of these now, and once they're, you know, completely emptied, I get rid of them, replace them with larger versions. So empty those. Right. Now, what stores the most? That's 500,000 versus this at 600,000, the large grain silos. Yeah, we're going to go with these. Okay, so I won't put it in now, but I'll give it time to kind of tick along with how it's going. That should be pretty sweet. Right, so let's also focus on getting some more residents in then. So I've got this nice little area here we can work on. We got quite a nice little demand there. We're going to do all low density. Now I'm going to pause it for a second and place all the low density in here. We'll zone all of it there. Continues here, but then here, now we should be able to get rid of this, and I'll zone all this one side here, the commercial, because that's what we've been doing, is zoning commercial. And I think I might use these blocks here to expand on the commercial side there, so we do like a small little shopping district in this little section. And I'll use some paths as well to kind of integrate from this. So why don't we, with our anarchy, come from about, if I pick that line there and come straight down, so they can walk through this down the side of the building. And then we'll bring, we're trying to, you know, not lose as much zoning as possible. Do that there, so when you lose one line of zoning. And then we'll bring it up here. So go across there. Bring this straight down to go into there. And we'll kind of create... If I create this small little walk around inside, we can use it to go in there. like that. Then we can place in a few little trees and stuff in that area, but we'll wait for that area to build up. These are going to complain that there's not enough, there's no electricity touching them at this point. But again, we'll wait for the zoning to kind of complete. Right, so that'll build up. I do want to kind of create little cul-de-sacs and roads coming around all these little areas here and fill in all the gaps. That's going to be pretty cool too. Let's take a look at the University of FoolTopia then. What can we add to this? Because we did upgrade it to the next building, didn't we? Now we got the futsal club thingy, didn't we? How does that look? Is it this building over here? No. So it has a few trees. Is it this one? Yes, it is that one. So I'm trying to remember what point we're at. Did we get the outdoor study area? We didn't, because this is huge, isn't it? So I placed the outdoor study area just there. Oh, actually, do you know what? That is on a... I didn't realize that was on such an incline. So let's cancel that. Actually, let's not move it just yet. Let's move some... Well, let's set up some more paths and stuff in. So we'll really now, because this area is a little bit more flat, we'll really kind of take advantage of this area. So first things first, then we'll take... Let's put the snapping back on. We'll take it from here, where it kind of cuts across there, and we'll bring it straight out. Now, how far? I'm not 100%. So if I just kind of create these connections. So this is where you would want, if I go up by 20. And we just go across to a certain degree. If I do 15 there, so it gives me a 5 and a 5 bend, almost. Alright, if I do it to there. There we go. So it's a nice little walkway going down. We'll do some more little connections in between, but I just want to get some of these stuff set up then. So we've got the futsal club in there. We have the outdoor study area, which actually I want to take off the snap in there. The anarchy, sorry. Boom, there we go. So we throw that in. We've also got to add in the university gymnasium. Now if I squeeze that in right next door to it, and then we'll now do some more walkways and stuff with this. So if we just come off up to there, and we'll use this one to go straight up, and we connect like that. So you got a nice little walk around going, and then with the anarchy back on, we can do little connections coming in and out of the areas. Does that go into it as much? If I do it going straight through like that. Nah, do you know what? That looks a bit stupid, doesn't it? I'll get rid of those. There we go. They can walk around and connect anyway, which is pretty cool. And I'll bring this down there. So we've done the gymnasium. We're now on to the cafeteria, which is where they're going to get all their food. So would I need that a little bit closer to the main area? Now, I feel like we should keep it all in this little section. Or we could place it in there. That's actually a really good spot for it. I'm going to actually drop 2 of them in. So 2 cafeterias. Which is quite nice. They have nice little views, they do, don't they? Of the bay and stuff. Okay, and then what's next on the agenda? We then have next one is the school, the university fountain. So the fountain would be quite nice. Just here, wouldn't it? Boom. So I can't get anything else just yet until we progress a little bit further. But we've got a few extra buildings in here and there. Alright, let's expand the water. There we go. And this is going to be really cool. So it'll be interesting to see how it progresses. It really will. I've still got very high student capacity, so there's still people can come in. I don't need to do any more dormitories or stuff just yet. To get to the next stage, I need to do one more academic works. So we'll do, let's do a discovery. Let's give them the funding for that. Do you know what? No, we won't do it. We'll just give that and then in the hopes that they will do it. And we'll see how that plays out. Coldridge Farms. Oh, the profit's up to 13,000. Production's gone up. Looking really, really good. So we've dumped a load of crops. Have they now completely emptied it, or are they still going? No, they're still going. It probably takes some time for them to dump all of that. Yeah, it probably will. And I think it would be a good idea to turn these into one-way roads. You see how they're crossing back and forth. So if they came in this way, if I create a one-way loop like this, that goes in, and then this one goes out. So you created this little loop here that goes around. Inlet, outlet road. There we go. We'll get more of a streamline with how they're entering and exiting. We can even fine tune it where, it's obviously one lane's one side, the other lane's the other side to enter the factories. So there will be ways to fine tune that, but that's going to be pretty cool. So we'll see how we get along with this then, university. Right, how's these expansion over here? Oh, they need water. I didn't realize you didn't have all the pipes down. Alright, let's bring those down. Bring those down. Bring that down. Do I have snapping on? Yeah. Let's get the anarchy off as well. Right, they now all have water. The power spread's fine, which is good. So that one has slowly build up over time as more people move in and more demands get met and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. This is quite exciting, isn't it? Right, okay, we'll leave this to it as it is. Leave the university, leave this little area over here. And I want to work on adding some extra stuff to the nature reserve. Now, I want to add some water in this little bowl, because that's what everyone was asking me to do, so I think it'll be a cool thing to add in. So if I can get it in. And hopefully it stays in there. If it doesn't, then bad news for everybody. But we'll see, we'll see. Can I increase and I can increase and decrease it. So if I kind of put it to about here, and hopefully it stays in the little bowl. I'll try and get it a little bit higher, but it'll be quite cool. Just give it some time. How about if I fast forward it? Oh, is it going to overspill? How is it overspilling when it's like literally... Oh, we're going to cause a huge crash now. Or are we okay? I feel like we could slightly... It's all kind of disappearing now, isn't it? We could bring it up to... I'll bring it up to about here. And then see how that gets along. And we'll just increase it as time goes on. So let's take a look then at our nature reserve, which is this one. That's a zoo, nature reserve over here. So some of the new stuff that we did unlock. These little viewing decks. Now these are pretty cool. So if I start at the very top up here, these are perfect, these little viewing decks. Which one? Oh, I think that one's better, isn't it? So these have really good views over our city. I'm going to use this. I like this type of one we've got here. So I feel like I'm going to use that more. So I'm taking off there. So imagine sitting or standing on the edge of that, looking over the city. Oh my god, have I got like a huge death wave going on? Oh no, I think I've just seen... from that point there, you see everything. And it looks like there was a lot more going on than there actually is. But those are a little cool, aren't they? And it'd be good to get some on this side over here, hanging over the edge. So the slope is too steep. Is there any of it there that's not... that one would be really good, wouldn't it? On the edge of that, looking over. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that one. So let's get a few more in here and there. So let's get some on this side, one there. Squeeze in one there. It just gives them more to do in the nature reserve. Don't need to do it over here, but it would be nice to have some up by the castle. So some of them in a bit weird spot. That's a weird one, is it? We have no need for that one there. That one's quite nice because it looks into the ditch. You can see some wildlife and stuff like that. That's a cool one. Yeah, we got some good ones going on right now. Oh, that would be a good one just on the edge here. You can overlook all the factories and look down. Oh, that's definitely a really good one. That could be my favorite one in terms of the view. You see a lot from that point. Okay, so what else have we got there we've unlocked for this? So we have now then little tent camping sites, which are a little bit larger. So let's drop a few of these around. So we good little spot up here maybe. So if I place it in the center, there we go. We do kind of need to bring the path. Oh, I didn't realize that was so high. But I do need to get a path going towards it. But if I bring it, if I rotate and like that, that's good. I don't need to kind of do much to that. If I get the little path for it now. Like that. That kind of works in that area. Am I able to get one up here? I could maybe squeeze one in here, but these tents are slightly in the way. Let's move these over to that side. And let's squeeze one in just there. Is it too big? No, we kind of get away with it, don't we? Let's bring it down. Nice. Oh, that's wonderful. That really is. Can we smoothen that off slightly? Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't mind that bit there. It's not so because it all starts to slope down anyway. And then we have these little lookout towers. We have the lean-to shelters. We get a couple of these. So we'll get these like on trails leading up to places, which I think is nice. Get a larger one just there, because they're little camping spots you'll camp out in as you're on the way to places. It's like you've been traveling for such a long distance and you stop off at these little shelters, you know, on the way to stuff. And then we have the camping site one. So this is larger than the other one. Hang on, what is the difference actually? This is a tent camping. This is a more of a log camping area. So where is the more flatter available land? Here's a good one. So get that just there. So then around it, and it'd be probably a good idea to bring this up by 3. Yeah, that seems good. 3 and a 3. 3 and a 3. And then delete that there. So you create that little semicircle, which we can use. Let's move this more center to the semicircle. There we go. So we can use to place the tents around this little here, so we can create something pretty cool in this area. So first thing first, we get the little fire camp down. And we get a couple of tents lying around. Get a few slightly, well, medium-sized ones. Then we get a couple of large on the go. And we'll get a lean-to shelter just in the center. And why not stick a little lookout post just there. That little section is pretty cool, isn't it? I like that little area. I like it. I feel like we need a few more of those lookout though. Lookout towers would be perfect on up like here as well. So you look out for miles of those. Use that little looking tower to kind of overlook a little Stonehenge section. Oh! We're now renowned, which is unlock more stuff for the university. That's pretty cool. See, it was just a matter of time before we unlocked that. Alright, we'll come back to it in a second. We'll get that just over here. I'll get one of these just there. It'd be nice to have one of these at the slightly at the top as well. So our nature reserve is coming together. I like the little you know, reservoir. Oh, it's like a, yeah, it actually is like a reservoir, isn't it? So bring the water levels up to about there. Let's see how that goes. And how is the majority of this now looking? Pretty cool. Right, let me check this anyway. So the next level's coming soon anyway. We just need 5,000 visitors in total, which we get in there. They'll come in time, but now we have more to offer in this place. We might see some more ticket sales increase. Oh, is the water going to overspill on that side? Or will it maintain itself? It's a cool thing to add in, isn't it? Right, anyway then. I've just noticed I've had it fast forwarded this whole time. So this means we would have pumped out a lot of stuff over here. How's Coldridge Farm doing? 28,000 in profit. Oh, okay. It's going the right way at this point. Are these emptied now? Storage mode empty. It's full. I don't think our little mills over here can keep up with the work, can they? Oh dearie me. There's a lot they need to do. This is nearly filled up with animal products, so I bet we can't export them quick enough, can we? Which is a good sign, because we are making 31,000. Woo, boys! That's good. That's good. We're making 31,000 a week. If I didn't have this whole little industry here, we'll be losing money right now. That's also very interesting too. Right, okay, so we got a few little stops here we need to kind of fine-tune. So let me put back into play mode. So let's get rid of the traffic lights there and there. Make it a bit more flowy. And what we'll also do as well, what type of roads have we been using? The normal roads over here. We'll kind of slowly start to figure out and plan how we want these to kind of progress. So if I brought these down to here, and if I brought, oh, that fits in beautifully. So if that goes across there, there, and there, you can see where the grid continues, where we create another little shopping district just there. But of course, we want to sort something out here too. So I'm thinking then we slowly try and come away from the uniform bending. Or does that look a little bit weird? It could look good if it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't need to connect. Nah, at the same time it kind of does. Right, I got an idea. So we'll do a normal grid, but then we'll add in our own bends like we normally do. Yeah, we'll do that. So up and in. Just rounds it off there. And then over in here is probably where you would want to think about doing that stuff. So let's try that then. So do the same over here, and then we can create little parks that walk around the edges, like little paths to kind of block off and create the barrier between the highway. Now, when it comes to this here, I could leave it as it is. I mean, that's fine. And then we create a little walking park around. That's probably the best option for us. Let me just make sure when we do come to add all the stuff in this area, it's got all the water piping. And then, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then over here, right, do I need... Oh no, Seniac, what are you doing? You fool! You deleted the wrong thing! Right, there we go. Boom, boom. Right, nobody noticed. Nobody's any wiser. Right, we're going to across there. That is the main line connected up by electricity at this point, isn't it? So if I kind of take it from there instead. There we go. It means it frees up this little space here, which with our beautiful roads. Right, just bear with me a second because I'm trying to, well, I will be creating the bend here. There we go. And pause it now because we're probably going to cause some more destruction. I need to create, if I go up by, okay, we go 6, and that's by 10, so by 5. And create that there. Okay, this is looking glorious, guys. again, this is all for future stuff when we have... I mean, we got the demand now, but when we get a little bit more demand coming in. And I think I'll drop a park in this corner to feed it all round. That's pretty good. I'm very happy. Okay, so we're trying to get away from the uniform stuff. So it's getting there. Goldrich Farms, 37,000 profit. Look, it's coming in right now, guys. It's coming in stroves. I'm loving this. There's no traffic being built up anywhere, is there? We got that wonderful, you know, loop. That does pretty good. I mean, we have the issues here, there, and everywhere, but, you know, when don't we? That's the question. When don't we have that stuff? But that's going pretty good. University of FoolTopia. Oh, we can upgrade that now as well, can't we? So let's take a little bit more look at this. So we got to up here. Now we've got the University Library, which is also a fairly big, chunky building. We have the Math Club, which, where can I squeeze? I could squeeze that in there, but I want to come away from that little area. We have the Commencement Office, which is this where they yeah, it's where the graduations take place. So if I drop that just there in this area, that's where we see all the graduations happen. That's actually going to be a pretty cool little area. And then we have the University Academy statue. So can I squeeze the statue just in that corner? Yes. So I'm trying to save the majority of the room for some of the biggish areas. So we have the School of Medicine, which I can throw in just here. Very, very, very big building. That fit. We got the space for it, so it fits in nicely. We're slowly causing deforestation, aren't we? But that adds more to the University of Foolstown we have right now. That's everything, isn't it, that I can have right now? We're just on the the statue. We've got to get acclaimed reputation for everything else. And what's the enrollment like? So the tuition fees still don't outweigh the expenses just yet. We need 4 more academic work, so you know we'll just give the grants, and we'll get it over time. There's no need for any more dormitories just yet, which is pretty cool. So you know we're at capacity. We'll get more people wanting to go there as time goes on when we get more residents in the whole city. We've only got a 44,000 population at the moment. How's the boat over here doing? Still doing good? Yeah, there's still a lot of people waiting, isn't there? Is there just as many people waiting on this side? Because if so, I might increase... Nah, I might add another boat to that route. So, boats... let's view this line. Should we add another... No, let's add another 2. There we go. We'll add another 2 to that route because there is like over 200 people waiting on that one route. So it would be handy. How far are the boats coming from? Are they literally... Yeah, they're coming from over here. So give them some time. They'll get to where they need to get to. Which will be pretty sweet. Right, okay. So I'm thinking at some point as well, I do need to link this road up to here. Now, I want to make it go a little bit further up than it needs to. Just so they don't come down here and choose that to go down to get to where I need to. I still wanted to use this. So I've kind of got to like bend this road up a bit and then bring it in to get over to this area. Just so it seems like a longer route to go up and then back down. But you just kind of never know at this point, do you? I've got to play around with it, but I won't do it today. We'll kind of see how it goes. How is the Bedford Woodland area? It's got a nice little chunk of profit. Now, this is in the same situation where needs more production buildings, but also, do these warehouses store the goods? Zoned industry of forest, got the paper, yeah. So yeah, let's drop 1 or 2 extra little buildings down for this, and we're trying to go for the big boy buildings. So the pulp mill, log yard. Is that the ones I want? Yeah, and what are these over here? These storage? Yeah, that's all storage. Okay, so we'll go for one of these then. Which you kind of forget how big they are, don't you? Alright, squeeze one in just there. I could get one in just here as well. So I've got to squeeze it in there. That's the only place that will allow me to place that one in. But we also need as well room for the wood planks that produce the wooden planks. Oh, that one can squeeze in just here. That can squeeze in there wonderfully. And we get one just there as well. So that'll get more stuff over time, and that will slowly start to bulk up that production as we continue. So that's interesting. And it's not too crazy, is it? Something else I need to... This is something else. I need to work on this. I keep saying I need to do it, and I just never get to it. But why don't we just take a little look at it then? So if I pause it for a second, and let's just get rid of the roundabout. Let's just go back by a couple there. Now what I'm going to do is, I need to get the mod, don't I? I keep saying I need to get the mod, and I keep forgetting. But what if I... Okay, what if I then... We'll do it here. Let's bridge this up. Because without getting the mod, I could actually do something that might be slightly beneficial. Take the snapping off. So we go up to... We'll go by 30. Like that. Oh, it's the wrong one. Of course it is. There we go. So bridge it up like that, which means I've created a road that can now go straight under. So it passes over perfectly fine. But obviously you don't want it to go down that route where it is just like that. So what we also want it to do is, or have people, because a lot of them are coming down here, cutting through here and going out, and that's what's called in the build up on this side. So I could treat this as, I mean, I could cut off this whole road altogether and then treat this connection as the way that they come in and out. But it's how I connect it up further down. So again, it's only going to be something that we have to play around with. So if I came out and put a snapping on now, by 6 there, by 6 there, that creates a free gap. That's a 2 gap, but it's kind of on the same playing field. There. And this is where I'm now going to have to try. Nah. Right, let me delete that one and that one. So what we'll do this time, as it comes out, so we bridge it up by 7. Do you feel like that needs to be a little bit further along, or do you reckon they... I don't want these to be so close because that's when it causes the traffic issues. And also, that one side of it needs to be flipped around. Right, let me push this further down. Just for the sake of being able to hook these guys up. So yeah, okay, so let me flip this around. And with the move it tool, we can add more of a bend on it. Which makes it look a little bit better. And obviously again with the move it tool I can also sort the ramp inclines out. Because they can make it look a little bit ugly. Right, so that side's not bad. But it's also the lane dictation that you have to kind of sort out. So I have to do the same on this side now. So let's continue to push this forward slightly. And then get rid of those. So we bring it out by... Well, it's going to have to be by 7 again, isn't it? Yep. Are those going in the right way? Right, tell it snapping off. Right, I have to come out by 8 on that one. Awkwardly. And same with this one. Okay, so put the snapping back on. So there we go. That kind of works like that. Don't worry too much about the lane yet. Alright, how does that look from that height? Bring this one over. Oh, not too much. Looks a little bit wonky now, doesn't it? Yeah, it kind of works. Okay, so let's flip this around the way it needs to go then. So that comes, that needs to turn there. Look at the huge inclines we've created on some of these. Right, let's bring this one down. Sweet, mate. Why is that one doing that though? There we go, that incline's better. Same with this one, it does it on this one too. You're gonna have to barre it out a little bit more, don't you? Right, we'll see how this goes. It's not amazing, it's not perfect. It's until I get the mod for that particular one road, that one highway that I want to use. This is how it's going to go. So, what I do then is I'll kill this road. I'm going to kill that there for now. See how it kind of goes. I'm using the sound barrier roads as well. Up to that point. Yeah, that's great. And this one. So bring that there. And use the move tool because I still want it to look kind of nice. And there's that incline. Let's bring that one down as well. Right, we'll see how this goes then. So put it back into play mode then. I do need to sort the lane junctions out to where they only go that way and straight on. It only goes this way. Oh, and down there as well. Same on this side. So that obviously only comes out to there. That only goes that way or that way. That only goes that way. And let me sort these out too. Okay, so that can go in those directions. That can go in those directions. That can go in there. So if I just take the lanes that I want it to go into, even if they are already going that way, but it just hardwires it that you are going that way. And there's no, is there traffic lights? No, there isn't, no. But I will do the junction restrictions where the vehicles are back up. Back up. And this could possibly be a worse version. But, oh, hang on, I've got no power. I've got no power. But like most things, you don't know. And, wait, well, one, I need to wait for the traffic to disappear first. Oh, let's sort this out as well. So it just throws itself onto those on-ramps. Again, this is something that is not staying. I can't stress that enough. But I will set this up where I've got something, well, a much better connection set up in general. That's what I will have. So with all the vehicles going in that way, you can see you got that last little build up, a backup just there. And then once that clears, we'll then see how the rest of it kind of then flows. because that'll be interesting. Right, we reached 5,000 guests on the national park over here. Not yet. And this water's looking quite nice on this level. I could slightly bring it up a little bit more as well, because obviously that is where it's going to clip over the first little section. Right, is the traffic cleared? Okay, the traffic is now cleared, and that will now just continue as normal. Which means it might push the traffic to go down a different routes, which is okay, because we have more support and stuff going down that way. But we'll just keep an eye on this. If I can remember to get the mod for the road installed for next episode, then I'll redo it. If I don't, then more for me. But yeah, I'm hoping it should work out pretty well. Because it is terrible. That's horrible, that is. I don't like it, so I don't expect you guys to like it either. Right, how are we doing over here then? Colditch Farms, 30,000. Still making some serious money. I'm really, really impressed with this. I really am. We have a few little complaints here and there for some of the buildings, but I mean, when don't you? When don't you get those complaints? How is it going over here then? So it's all pretty much up and running. I can ready to add in some more stuff. But I don't want to keep doing ridiculous expansions because I want to solve issues as we go along. Right, Bedford Woodland. Profit margin slightly up. I mean, it's not amazing, but look at the upkeep for the total profit. So we do need to create some more production buildings. Oh no, whoa, excuse me. I think we just had like a train pull up or something, guys. 7,000, that's good. That's some really good stuff. Right, let's check out the statistics then of FoolTopia then. Well, before we end today's episode. So traffic is obviously something that I need to keep an eye on. We got some pretty serious ones here, which is not that bad. I've seen worse. Oh, we have a build up over here. So let's take a quick look at this then. Oh, there's traffic lights here. So get rid of the traffic lights. That solves half the problem. Another problem is obviously people trying to cross the road as well, isn't it? So junction restrictions. If I say you can't cross there, there or there. So it leads them to cross the road further down at certain points. It makes the traffic flow out a little bit easier. And that will now just slowly disappear, but we do have the little backup of buses, but again, like I said, it will slowly disappear as time goes on. So that's I didn't realize this issue existed over here. So that's quite interesting to see. 100% need to keep an eye on that. We really do. I mean, the main concern. Yeah, the main concern of it is. Right, start crossing there. The main concern we have is obviously people trying to cross the road, but once we kind of sort that out, it's fine. So what you would want to do there, are they going to cross here now at this point? Yeah, some of them do. Is create the little walkover routes. That's how you would solve that, but it kind of now just slightly disappeared. So let me just check the traffic issues again. So that's now slowed down a bit. You're getting a little bit of traffic on the bridge, but that's kind of normal. Any other like serious hotspots? I see little red ones here and there and everywhere, but it's not major. As long as I see it flowing, not at a standstill, then no issues really. No, we're all good. Okay, what's the education levels like in the city? 45% highly educated, which is really, really good. Happy about that, but I still need that fine balance where I don't want everybody educated, because that's when the city goes downhill very quickly. Happiness, and are people happy living here? Yes, they are, which is cool too. Transportation, we got 2,800 people being transported each week. We have 8 tourists each week, which is really good. And our employment is at 11%, which is actually even better. That's, but I reckon that's down to the fact that I've got so much, industry stuff added in. Jobs available versus people employed. There's a big jump there with more people can potentially, it's down to 10%, get jobs. That's really cool too. Crime, we're going to need a stronger police station in this area, a stronger fire depot in this area. What's noise pollution like? Yeah, you're gonna get it here, there, and everywhere. But was I able to reduce it slightly over here? Not massively. Health. Health is a big one too. Yeah, I need some stronger services over on this side, 100%. Land value. So if it's green, it's very good. And it's in the built-up areas where you're seeing the land value coming up right now, so that's pretty cool too. So yeah, I'm impressed. Okay, so we've got some good stuff going on right now, guys. Very, very impressed with this. Any tourism? There's a little bit of tourism. There's nothing major, but it's going pretty well. Still a lot of tweaks we need to do here and there, but we'll be working on it. So definitely next episode, we'll try and focus on some more expansions. I do want to try and get that connection over here sorted, because you'll have issues here, there, and everywhere. There's definitely ways I can improve this and do something very better with it. I want to also start thinking about zoning and laying out the infrastructure on this little section there. So I want to do like a more of a downtown feel over here, which obviously is going to be connected up to this area via this bridge or that connection there. But I've also got to start thinking about alternative routes. So there's an island here. So there's got to be a way where I can, you know, use this connection to filter down a bridge across. Who knows? Maybe. I have no idea. But we'll see. Yeah, I'm quite excited. So if you guys have enjoyed this, then make sure you smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.